Quebec, the French and English coming together is such a beautiful thing.
Ottawa.
I gotta tell you, man, the rest of Canada could definitely take a page out of Quebec's book. What Montreal has been doing week by week, it's been phenomenal to see. I'd love to see that kind of passion spread right across this nation. You know, 2020, it's been a wild year. I don't even think that if we had been told what was going to be happening this year, none of us would have believed it. We were told 2 weeks. 2 weeks, yeah, flatten the curve. Oh man, crazy stuff. I mean, everybody going out buying toilet paper en masse. What the hell? Crazy. You know, it makes sense though, because now you go to the store, one person sneezes and 100 people shit themselves. Yeah, these guys are right, man. What we're up against though is literally an impending communist, socialist, technocratic, dystopian society. And it's threatening to crush the human spirit. It's threatening to crush freedom. And we will not submit to that. I won't submit. And I don't think any of you will either. We have too much love in our hearts. We have too much love for freedom. We have too much love for our children and the future that they deserve to have. We at the Canadian Revolution, we're trying to get everyone together, man. Same as the people at the line. It's what we need to do. There's so many groups, so many associations out there that have been pushing for freedom, for unity, for truth, for so long. And now this is the catalyst. I mean, come on, we saw the world. The world was on fire before COVID hit. Countries around the world were rising up against their governments. And then they threw this scam of a pandemic to crush the human spirit, to fill us with fear, to silence our hearts. We will not be silent. We will not give in to fear. This is our time. This is the time for the globalists to bow down to us, to realize that we are the power. Without us, they are nothing. We are literally the fuel that drives the machine of the economy of the world. We don't have to put up with this. We can create a better future for everyone. One built on love and compassion.
That's right.
One that builds other people up, fosters creativity, doesn't crush the human spirit.
That's right. Yes.
One where we no longer suppress technologies that could emancipate humanity.
That's right.
Rid ourselves of the fiat currencies that destroy economies.
That's right.
Bring manufacturing back. Bring back all the things that made our nation great.
Yeah.
No longer allowing our products to be built in obsolescence. Things that are built to last. Canadian things made in Canada. I gotta say, I love it. I love the solidarity. I love looking at all you people out here, seeing all these beautiful signs, all the different groups and associations and movements that are represented here today. It makes my heart sing. What's going on, Wolf? I love you, man. Yeah, common law, baby. I don't know. We have all been the victims of a... Honestly, actually, I'm not going to go there today. We'll save that for another time. Anyway, everybody, thank you so much for coming out today. Thank you for standing for freedom. Thank you for standing for love. Thank you for showing this solidarity. I can't wait to see what this amounts to. We gotta keep this ball rolling. We gotta get this going in every province, in every major city. This has to spread. This kind of love, this kind of unity. This is what is gonna save us. I love you all. Freedom! I want you all to say with me. We need to remind these people who works for who.
That's right.
Right?
That's right.
Who works for who?
They work for us.
They work for us, that's right. You know, We're being told we're not allowed to occupy these grounds.
Ooh.
We've been trying to. That's been our goal ever since we came here. And they're shutting us down.
Bullshit.
Honestly, it's a numbers game. Everything is. We need to remind them whose house this is.
Our house.
Whose house is this? It's our house. Whose house?
Our house.
Whose house?
Our house.
Yeah. They better never forget it.
That's right.
Thank you very much, everybody.
Cody Haller, everybody! Cody Haller! Give it up for Cody Haller! That's the spirit. We're gonna have our next speaker up here. His name is Felix Wolf. My brother, come on up here. Yeah! Yeah! Where you been, Warriors? We've been waiting for you. Yeah, this is what I want to see. I'm bringing you inspiration from those who fought 400 years of slavery, because we're not going to go back into it. No one is going back into it. Canada will be free. Ottawa will be free. Quebec will be free. Stay with me. I'm going to teach you some stuff. The little I know. Stay with me. First, I want to salute all the divine female here, because when a woman shows up as a warrior, enough respect. When the divine female shows up to defend her children, her man, and her land, and her country, I pay respects to you. So let me begin. We live under slavery, tyranny, and recently under treason, and we will put an end to it, starting now. The savagery meted out today against the citizens of the world would make even the Nazis in Germany jealous. We are sick of it. No more.
No more.
I'm going to describe the slavery that we live under and how we end it. First of all, how the slavery begins in our minds. So we must each emancipate ourselves from mental slavery, because none but ourselves can free our mind. Have no fear for our satanic forces, because none of them can stop the time. You know what the time is? The time is now. Lastly, before I begin, if you can accommodate the contradiction here, my instruction to you is trust no one. Do your research. Work on yourself. Now let's go. So, in a time of complete lies and deception, a single word of truth is revolutionary. You understand then that they must prevent us from speaking truth at all costs. That's why they shut us down on social media and everywhere else. Because a single word of truth in this time of pervasive and unending lies is revolutionary, and so we're gonna bring it. Well, truth is all that we speak, so let the revolution begin. Slavery is a condition where one person is owned as property by another and is under the owner's control. The slave does not make decisions for himself, where he lives, where he eats, if he should get married or divorced, what he should put in his body. The most famous slavery in this part of the world was a transatlantic slave trade, as they called it, engaged in the production of sugar using West African slaves in a hermetical system with a single European country. It lasted 400 years. This is assuming we can believe what we read, because history and the books that they have used in our miseducation are replete with lies.
Live from Parliament.
The original slaves in the Caribbean were the native Taino, Arawak, and Carib Indians. But within a generation, they were mostly wiped out as a result of brutality. Then they used the Irish slaves, who they brutalized as well. Then they moved to West African slaves, which came to define the centuries. They were flogged, tortured, raped, mutilated, and more. But those Africans never gave up. They never allowed their spirits to be broken. Don't let your spirit be broken, Canada. Rise up! Rise up! Rise up! Rise up, Canada! We are lions in the jungle. We are not sheep. We are not sheep. We are lions. Hear us roar. Today, most of those slaves, they were from the Ashanti tribe. Most of them in Jamaica and Haiti. And that's why you know those countries as people of fighters. Because those people fought every day. They sabotaged the plantation for 400 years. They never gave up. Today we take our inspiration from people who can endure. And we have endured enough. 8 months of bullshit. And we are done with it. For many years, they thought the slaves were farsighted, that they had poor eyesight, because the slaves, when they weren't burning the cane fields, they pretended they couldn't see, because if you don't plant the sugar cane straight, the profits go down. That's how smart the slaves were. So either which way, we're gonna win. Whether it's petit marronage or grand marronage, Canadians will win against this enemy. There is no mistaking. But today, slavery has a different structure, much more covert, but even more cruel and insidious, if you can believe it. And everyone on the planet is a victim. It's done through mind control. White people are slaves, no, much more than they know. Black people are slaves, Indian people, Chinese people, Arab people, native people of this land. Everyone on the planet is a slave. Because the sugar plantation slavery did not demand that. Why do I say that it's worse? I'll tell you why this kind of slavery is worse. There's something really crazy about the slavery. Because the sugar plantation did not demand that you worship your slave master. They only cared that you feared them and did their work. They didn't care that you worshiped them. The slave never had to believe in the goodness of the slavery. This new slavery, however, demands that we celebrate our enslavement. This slavery demands that we thank our slave masters. Thank him for his brutality and his demands for worship. It is a religion. The religion is called statism. Look it up if you don't know what we're under. We are under a demonic statism, the worship of the state as God. And we are done. Not even close. That's fine. Not even close. You want more? I got it here. I want to teach you something today. I got more. I got lots more, because I'm going to arm you. Locked, loaded, and armed, as they say in the military. Above all, they make us destroy ourselves using rape, mutilation of our bodies, deprivation of sunlight, deprivation of fresh air, confinement of ourselves and our children, self-imposed house arrest through food, drinking fluoride water, vaccines, and self-corrosive thoughts. We get to design our own prison, choose a neighborhood, a house in the city, of course, with picket fence, a spouse and 1 child, a car with no payments for 6 months, the best cell phone and 5G plan that money can buy. A career of continuous miseducation, the latest indoctrination, with a good retirement plan and health benefits that shower with unlimited psychoactive drugs. I'm out of time. But listen, be strong. We never give up. We fight on. Only the strong will continue.
Thank you so much. Give this guy a round of applause. Woo! He drew the line for sure. So ladies and gentlemen, mes amis, on va t'introduire. We're going to introduce you now to our good friend Miranda from the Canadian Revolution.
Wow, this is so amazing, guys. I can see as far as the eye can see, and I see all of these beautiful Canadians coming together. It is so inspiring to be here, and I'm humbled at all of you amazing patriots who have been fighting for our freedom in this country for years. I am nobody special. Let me tell you, I'm here to tell you, I am just a simple parent of this country. I have children, as all of you probably have children as well. And it doesn't take a special person to rise up.
That's right!
Make that choice for yourself, whether you're a police officer, a teacher, a doctor, an unemployed person. Rise up! It's time for revolution! We stood by as they closed our economy. We stood by as they let people die alone in hospitals. We stood by as they told our children they could no longer go to school. We even stood by as they denied essential surgeries for people and let them die without them. Well, I'm here to tell the people that work in that building and the people that work in that building, and especially the people that work in that building, your gig is up. We're not taking it anymore. We're not laying down and taking it anymore. No, we ain't gonna take it. We're not gonna take it anymore. As my good friend said here, you know, there's no better time than this, right now, to look to your neighbors and to look to your friends and use each other as comfort and use each other as strength, because this idea of patriotism, it's hard. It's not an easy job. You get beat down, you get lied to, you get turned away. It's not an easy job. So I want you guys to all look to each other right now and use each other as strength. Use this beautiful display of unity as your strength, because it's happening worldwide, baby! Worldwide! Love over fear, exactly. We've been here at the Canadian Revolution for 62 days, camping out. After July 1st, we said we can't go home. That shows defeat. That shows surrender. So we've been camping out there since July 1st for 62 days, waiting for all of you beautiful people to come join us. Woo! And I'm very happy to say that the French and the English, from this point on, we will not be divided. Yes! Their well-orchestrated plan to divide us, it ends today. There's no more division in this country. We are one, and we will prevail. Guys, thanks. Come check out the War Memorial. We've been at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier here for 62 days. The symbology of where we are there. Those guys fought and died for our freedoms. How are we going to stand by and let that be in vain? We're not. Rise up. It's time for revolution.
Thank you so much, Miranda. Give us some love for Miranda! We will prevail! Never surrender! Never surrender! Here's Kelly, guys.
How you feeling, guys? Are you pumped up or what? I can't hear you. That's better. This is Joe. He's going to introduce our next speaker.
And now our next speaker is one of the very few media, independent media, who seeks the truth. Notre prochain orateur est quelqu'un, un des seuls médias, un média indépendant, qui n'a pas de compte à rendre à personne à part au peuple et qui cherche la vérité pour nous la donner. Et je vous présente, we present to you, Alexis Cossette-Trudel! Alexis! 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 Alexis!
Alexis! Alexis! Alexis! Alexis! Alexis!
Alors, salut tout le monde! Bonjour Ottawa! Alors, merci de participer au réveil des nations! Merci! Merci de participer au réveil des peuples, partout dans le monde! À Berlin aujourd'hui, partout ailleurs, il y a d'autres rassemblements comme celui-ci! Bravo! Nous, le peuple, avons pris conscience que les politiciens que nous avions élus pour nous représenter ont été achetés, cooptés, compromis par des intérêts mondialistes. Plus aucun de ceux que nous avons élus ne nous défend aujourd'hui. Nous, le peuple, avons également pris conscience que les journalistes qui étaient censés nous défendre contre les abus de pouvoir ont eux aussi été retournés par des intérêts particuliers. Ils coupent les débats d'idées et pratiquent le terrorisme intellectuel à notre endroit. Nous, le peuple, avons enfin réalisé, avec beaucoup d'amertume, que certains de ceux en qui nous avions placé toute notre confiance, les médecins, nous ont menti, trompés et laissé mourir afin de s'en foutre plein les poches avec les revenus du vaccin qui s'en vient. Non! Honte et malheur à ceux qui ont trahi leur serment d'Hippocrate. La colère du peuple sera terrible. Aujourd'hui, nous sommes unis contre ceux qui ont causé la mort de nos aînés, consciemment ou par négligence. Nous sommes unis contre ceux qui veulent s'en prendre à nos enfants, à l'innocence et à ce que nous avons de plus cher. Nous sommes unis contre ceux qui veulent nous détruire à petit feu, sous de faux prétextes, une mesure sanitaire à la fois. Dans cette union sacrée du peuple, il n'y a plus de clivage ethnique, linguistique ou de genre. Nous sommes tous unis contre les ennemis de l'humanité. Nous sommes unis contre ceux qui veulent se substituer à nous, les parents, et nous arracher nos enfants afin d'en faire ce qu'ils veulent. Nous sommes unis contre ceux qui veulent effacer l'histoire et les cultures au profit d'un perpétuel présent consumériste, sans mémoire, sans culture, sans lien, sans spiritualité, sans amour. Parce que c'est bien de celui-là, le monde auquel il nous convie, le monde décrit dans la littérature utopique du siècle dernier, 1984, le meilleur des mondes et les autres. Nous y sommes. Nous le voyons se déployer sous nos yeux à travers la destruction du langage et de la pensée, à travers le totalitarisme sanitaire, les drones de surveillance, la police des masques et l'interdit de contact humain. Les coupables devront rendre des comptes. Nous allons nous en souvenir longtemps. Les peuples de la Terre commencent à comprendre qu'une petite élite a réussi à prendre le contrôle de pratiquement tous nos leviers politiques, économiques, scientifiques, militaires et informationnels. Comme le disait le président Kennedy en 1961 devant l'Association des éditeurs américains en parlant de la stratégie mondialiste lors de la guerre froide, je le cite: « Nous sommes confrontés autour du monde à une vaste et impitoyable conspiration qui s'appuie sur le subterfuge afin d'élargir sa sphère d'influence, sur l'infiltration plutôt que l'invasion, sur l'intimidation plutôt que le libre arbitre. Il s'agit d'un système qui a amassé de vastes ressources humaines et matérielles dans la construction d'une machine d'une efficacité remarquable, qui combine des opérations militaires, diplomatiques, économiques, politiques, scientifiques et de renseignement. Ses objectifs sont cachés, jamais dévoilés. Ses opposants sont réduits au silence, jamais louangés. Fermez la citation. Mesdames et messieurs, nous sommes en train d'assister au dernier jour de cette organisation transnationale criminelle. Organisée autour du cartel bancaire. Ce sont les institutions financières internationales et leurs réseaux qui imposent les mesures sanitaires aux États et qui font chanter les politiciens du monde entier. La crise du COVID nous aura clairement montré la structure de contrôle mondialiste et l'étendue de son influence sur nos vies. Les jours de cette clique qui a pris le contrôle de nos vies sont comptés. Le peuple se réveille partout dans le monde. C'est pourquoi nous levons, nous aussi aujourd'hui, pour faire honneur aux générations passées qui se sont sacrifiées afin de protéger notre mode de vie. Nous sommes aujourd'hui aussi unis aux générations passées dans ce combat. C'est pourquoi nous sommes et resterons un pour tous et tous pour un.
Nous sommes libres! 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 We are free! We are free! We are free! We are free!
Juste vous dire, je suis désolé, j'étais déjà au bout de ma voix. Alors, ça n'a pas porté autant que je voudrais. Merci beaucoup.
Alexis! 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 Alexis!
Alexis! Alexis! Alexis!
Facebook again, and I'll be back a little later, guys. Much love.